Hey everybody, welcome back to the next episode of City Skyline, where we are going to pick up from where we left last time. Yeah, let's go. All right, everybody, this is where we left our city last, where we rebuilt what we had previously destroyed. We have a very nice setup going on here. The plan was to have a central residential area surrounded by commercial districts. But now, as I think of it, I think I would only want to have commercial districts on either ends of this particular area. So far, we have done so very well with the construction. We made a nice entrance to the city, allowing good flow of traffic, as little hiccup as possible for this residential area of this size. I feel like we've done pretty well. All right, so first I'm going to just do a quick pulse check on this town, on this little patch of residential area to make sure everything else is in good order, doing pretty good on our electricity production and consumption there, and we still have more room. Another asset ready to go. I'm just going to pause the game for a little bit. All right, water-wise, ooh, we are just on the mark with this. Another thing eventually would want to do is move the water pumping station and the water drain pipe or the sewage way down here. As you can see, the pollution has started to show up slightly. It's like slightly gray. And once, this whole area is developed and we have more people moving in, this is just going to turn into a, sewage river. So I would like to have that out of my sight, you know, out of my sight, out of my mind, and at least move the sewage drainage pipe right here to just get it out of the way. So there's that. So right now, I think I will leave the assets as is, and if there is an issue, I might just play around with this budget ticker right here for now. Garbage. It is still operational. The garbage is 47% full. All right. So we have to be a little strategic about the landfill site as well on how and where we place it, because the garbage trucks coming out from the landfill sites are going to cater to basically the entire map. They can travel long distances and so on and so forth. So we will have to place them strategically, and there's also an achievement attached to landfill sites, and we'll see when we get there. But so far, we're doing all right. Education. We have an elementary school which is currently on. I have I have a very stringent budget for education. I believe that we would need maybe additional elementary school right now. How are we doing on cash? $55,000. That is good. I want to place another high school. Should I place it here? Because it's on this side. I would like to place one over here in this neighborhood. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and drop one elementary. Did I say high school? I meant elementary school. I'm sorry, folks. Please forgive me. Right here. Here we go. And I'll see if I can give them an asset. Is there anything I can give them? Nope. Other than a parking. No, not right now. Here, you get a parking spot. That looks weird. Hey, but schools do have a parking area. There would be a lot of parents that would come to pick up the kids. They don't want to be just idling over here. They might just park. They might come in for a parent teachers meeting. So there you go. Now we have more capacity to handle all these eligible students. High school, is it functioning? I believe so. No university at the moment. All right. And public library. I figured out what public library does. A public library can just sit in your town or your city, and every time a citizen visits it, they gain education boost to their own personal progress. And that just helps their own personal growth. And At some point, there is a unique building that we can use once we have a public library in the city. So we will see when we get there. That looks good. Citizen happiness. Oh, dear, dear, dear me. So we remember the havoc we wreaked 2 episodes ago, but I believe we have recovered so well from that. We were a very high 70%, and this episode we will work to see how we can get back to that level and make our citizens happy. Poor guys. Oh my goodness. It was like 1933 for them. Hyperinflation, major depression, health. We're doing on health. We have 1 medical clinic, 12 citizens. We're doing very well. Death care. Do we have crematorium available now? We don't. Huh. Okay. So death care looks good. Is working right now. Child care. How many of them are sick? 3 children and teens. I still don't want to use it right now because I want us to be making good chunk of money, which we are, but probably towards the end of this episode or maybe the next episode is when I will it's probably when I will turn these buildings on, and then elder care as well. I think we are good. We are okay. So one of the things that this building does is prolong the lifespan of the Sims. Like when they get old, they don't just pass away. They add a number of days to their lives. Again, preventing massive, massive death waves. Well, not really, but just it just makes a smidge of a difference. Residential levels. Right now, majority of them are level ones. Majority of them. Commercials are level two. Ah, they're on their way to level two. And industries are a solid level three right off the hop. I wonder why is that? Maybe there are no levels for the industries. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna first figure out how this works and how to identify. You can see the residential buildings have already upgraded a little bit, but yeah. Wind. We have this nice little coastal line if you want to utilize this for the windmill. But I think we're doing good so far. Traffic, 95%. Oh, look at this beautiful green, 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 green indicator. Love it. Love, 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 love. I'm just so happy. We're going to create absolutely no congestion. If any comes up, it'll just self-correct because the way we have now laid out our roads, we will continue to keep an eye on it to make sure it continues to flow smoothly. Pollution. One biggest source of pollution is this landfill site, and of course, as I mentioned previously, there you go. This is going to it's going to look really, really bad as we grow our city. So we would need to do something, take some steps to reduce this. And I do have an asset in mind, which we will see in the later episodes. Noise pollution. As you can see, the residential area does not produce any noise. Commercial district does, highways do, and so does the industrial area, and so does the electricity and the water pumping assets. So this is something that we need to be mindful of as we continue to grow our city. We have to zone them correctly. As you can see, it's the deeper orange, and this is a lighter orange, means relatively less noise pollution. And we would have some additional tips and tricks coming up or unlocking in the future episodes that we can help to curb the noise pollution even further. So, fire safety. Okay, is this on? Is this the right place to have fire safety? I wonder. I think I might want to move it because if I want to cater to the industrial area, it's not going to be very conducive. But if I put it here, it has a better access. Hazard is 60%. Ooh. So right here, I will just quickly. Okay. Police station, again, the same logic. I don't believe that is a right placement for police station. Crime rate is very low, 10%. Meh. I feel it is better to have that in the entrance area of a town, and this would be the best place, in my opinion. So now that will allow the services to get to the rest of the area significantly more efficiently because now I have kept put them on the main service road, which is always the best idea. If this is your first episode watching, and you're wondering why I had those assets placed in an incorrect way, it is because in the past couple episodes we just completely redid the whole thing. So if you would like, just keep you can just go back to those episodes and take a look at what I did. So transport. We had laid the bus lines, but we undid those because we were trying to make our citizens unhappy. And of course, if any of the pros were watching, they were probably screaming at me because I did not lay them down very efficiently. So we are going to do that now. Yeah, now that we have a better setup, a better road layout, we are going to be more efficient when it comes to laying bus lines. We're going to try cover the entire area, and it's not just going to be, there are going to be many bus lines, and we'll discuss why shortly. Population. Looks like we are a very young population. Majority of them are adults. Outside connection, of course, this shows what buildings are importing. So we can see agricultural buildings are importing the agricultural products. I don't know why they're importing it, but I don't know. And of course, the commercial district is importing goods so that they can sell. Oh, we are also importing oil and some forestry products now. Okay, I don't see who's importing oil and forestry. I don't see it. I do not see it. Never mind. Is this it? Is this? Yep, there we go. We found him. Dino Oil is importing oil products. Strange. I never realized that. Exporting. So the majority of our export is coming through from our farm industry, and they are exporting agricultural products. Ideally, we want our export to be greater than import because that means that we are really in the surplus and earning money in that way as well, and not just through taxes. And we're going to get that very, very soon. Hopefully at the end of this episode, but if not, then very, very soon. Land value. Okay, okay, it started to turn a little blue. It was completely white. Like this was completely white after what we did in the last episode. But okay, we've started to increase our land value again, and that is amazing. Natural resources. Of course, this fertile land, we have this another area to expand, and maybe we can add a forestry industry right over here that is connected to the main median road right here. So there's an opportunity right there. And of course, then we will have to move our other assets away. Maybe here as well. We will see. There are two good options. I mean, we don't have to clutter the whole mainland with buildings, but if there is need, and if I want to be efficient and make use of every square inch of land that I have, I might as well. But yeah, I'll see how I want to go ahead and districts. Oh, we have a whole bunch of garbage problems. But yeah, district. Oh yeah, I remember I did this. Now I'm having second thoughts. It looks like a gun. And I really don't want to add any more buildings on this end because this is the entrance. I might want to decorate it. So we do have some commercial area inside this. What policies do I have? Hmm, okay. Leisure. No unique buildings at the moment, and we can find our unique buildings. These are some very large unique buildings, and I don't think I can place them here. I did want a unique building, like right at the entrance of this area. And I don't have enough money right now. Statue of Well, friendly neighborhood park. This would be interesting for a residential area. It does create noise pollution. Normal neighborhood park. Everyone's friendly. Children like to play. Families go out for picnics. Requirement for building the Eden project. Okay. How much is that for? 20 grand. So this is a unique building that, oh, okay, this is going to make all these people very happy. So the green bubble that you can see is the happiness zone, and the orange zone that you can see is a noise pollution. So can I place it closer to the residential? So here's the residential. If I can get it placed like somewhere here, you know what? I think I'm going to place it right here. There we go. Look at that. It's a friendly neighborhood park, our very first unique building. Guys, we did it. Very nice. It's a decorated park, 160 a week, which we can afford. Okay, now I have to be careful because I'm down to $23,000. I'm gonna pause it again, go back. Yay, there you go, our very first unique building. So proud of it, so proud of it. Parks and plazas. We got a whole bunch of parks and assets. We can see if we want to add more later on as we earn more, and no public libraries at the moment. Terrain height, it gives you an idea of the terrain. It's usually better to look at it from an aerial view. The darker the green it is, the higher the elevation. As you can see, that mountaintop is dark green, and the shallowest point here is very light green. And traffic routes, pedestrians, this is the, oh, look at that. Our pedestrians are using our paths. There's another thing that I would want to be mindful of, and I have not personally paid a lot of attention towards when building my cities previously, is pedestrian paths. I would want to add as many as possible. Like, I know I have many right here, here. I have that thing going on. Maybe I'll add some right here right now. But yeah, the pedestrians will use it. There we go. There we go. That gives some privacy to these residential areas as the people are walking through. Yeah, I like it. So there we go. Junctions. I'll quickly take a look to make sure that there are no red lights that might have popped up. I don't see any. None on. Oh, definitely don't want that here right now. Not at the moment, anyways. Okay, that is good. Tourism. We are attracting tourists. And a large playground. Okay, 2 tourists. We have Japanese garden. Tourists are going shopping as well. That is neat. And there we go. Okay, that was a quick pulse check of the city. I am happy with where it is right now. Now let's head off to the next order of business, the bus lines. Okay, the purpose of bus, as I previously displayed incorrectly, is to connect shorter distances. The whole purpose of the public transport is to get people to get off of their cars and get on the public transport so the traffic congestion can be avoided. Another good way is to get people off the cars and walk, and thus the pedestrian roads. So what I want to do is essentially have one major bus line going back and forth. And I want the lines clockwise and counterclockwise. So the person who wants to get up here and go here does not need to travel like the whole circuit to get there, you know? Here we go. that's 1, and it is going counterclockwise. And now we're going to create a new line. Okay, so I might have been incorrect, as I previously explained with 2 lines. Now that I have placed 2 bus stops to the opposite end, so what will happen here is if somebody wants to get on this end, so if somebody wants to get off here and go there, go backwards, they can just cross the street and hop on that line. That's it. So I don't need 2 lines on this road because I created that cycle. They will adjust. Just because there are 2 options available, they can just cross the street and hop off on this line. So there we go. There we have it. My apologies for the confusion. So we have created a main line right here. Let's just quickly take a look. Arleya Town, Maine. 11 stops. How many? I wanted working all the time. 2 buses? No, I want 3. You know what? Keep it 2. We'll see if the demand picks up. We'll adjust. I'm happy with this. Okay. So another thing what we will do is, now that we have linked this whole thing horizontally from this perspective, we're going to start making the vertical lines right here. Oh, looks like I would need correction right here with the roads. I don't believe this is necessary. The one-way streets, I think this is from the previous layout, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and fix that. I'm just going to correct these because there's no point in having one-way roads. There we go. Okay. Now we can connect the lines vertically. This will allow these citizens to hop off on this line and go back and forth, and this is how we're going to make it efficient. So here we go. Wonder if it makes sense to make a circuit with this, and it will cover more people. Okay, so in this case, we created a counterclock circuit, right? So you can see it's only going one way. So now to match that, we're going to start a clockwise circuit wherever the other bus stops are. There we go. That is so good. Okay, so this will cater to these residents. And similarly, I would like to, before we proceed, I'm just going to change the color for my peace of mind. Arleya Town. This would be West 1. Arleya Town West 2. 8 stops. What is this? West 1. Arleya Town East 1. Okay. So this line, let's start up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to just match that. There we go. This is the west section, this is the east section. And drop another one here. Oh, no, I did not. No, I missed a bus. There you go. So, here we go. A counterclockwise line right here. People can walk. People can walk. Okay. So let's head to our lines. Arleya town east, not west, east 2. Okay. So this one, I want to make it green. Perfect. Could we add another one? Maybe something connecting this or, you know what? They can walk. They can walk. What about this section? I wouldn't mind adding bus line for this one as well because this is a commercial district and people need to move around. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to add one. Okay, I need to change the color. Yeah, that's pretty well connected. I am pleased with this setup. So now we have all our citizens connected with the bus line. They just have to walk some distance to get to a bus stop, and hop on and hop off. So that's pretty good. Another thing that I need to do is connect the industrial area. Let's see how we want to do it. We have to be careful because this is a one-way street for a reason because of this landfill site. I want the traffic flowing one way. So how do we want to do this? Okay. How about I just connect the main street? Let's come have a stop here. Create a line there. Create a line. Our first stop here. Our second stop here. Our third stop up here. Oh, come on. There we go. One here. There we go. Okay, so Arleya Res Farm line connection. Arleya residential and farm connection. Well, technically it is connected to the commercial district, but the citizens can make their way. Okay, so citizens can hop off and hop on the lines to get to this point and then make their way to the industrial area for working. And hopefully now these industries will get the workers they need. All right. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Let's just hit play. We have just one bus. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I heard the sound of development and renovation. Love it. Yep, they are upgrading. They are upgrading because they are happy. Let's see, we still have good demand. Let's see if you want to add more residential area. Definitely want to have this area as residential. I want these same bushes. See if I can find them. Those flower bushes. Is this it? Nope. These are not the same. Oh yeah, there it is. Phew. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, the color has gotten pretty. It's a darker blue now than what we had in the beginning of this episode. And here we have a little bit of shortage. Yes, relax. They are see, we did it. We did it, guys. People are coming to work. Oh, we're short on water. Time to increase our budget a little bit. There we go. Just a tad bit. I think we're going to increase the budget for the trash as well because people have started to complain. Oh, so happy. All right. We are doing very well. I am very proud of what I've done. Part of me is like, okay, now I think we should connect this as well. Maybe I should add another line. I'm not too sure. You know what? We will decide about this section. We most likely will end up adding another line, but I will leave it as it for now. I think we made very good progress. Yes, with that, I believe this would be a good place to end. We made some major progress this episode, even though we didn't really expand anything. We replaced a couple assets, moved them around to be more efficient, such as our fire and police department. We added a whole bunch of lines to help our citizens to come around. We solved our problem of worker shortage in our industries. We added our first unique building of our series, the Friendly Neighborhood Park. In the commercial district, we have almost all of our buildings on except, of course, child health care and elder care, which again, we're gonna just let it be for now. We bumped up our land value quite a bit by giving them extra facilities. Oh, they're still upgrading. That is so awesome. And now, because of the facilities we provided, look at the effect on the residential buildings. They are, I believe they are level 4. Oh, no, they're level 2. Wow. And we bumped up our citizen happiness, or at least residential citizen happiness, from way here, I believe it's around 40% to 61%. That is a great progress today. Yep, we need to keep our citizens happy. We need to keep increasing the land value because that's the aim of this game. And yeah, this is it for this episode. For the next episode, stay tuned to see what is yet to come. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.